What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian. Once again, like I always say, I'm back. It's that time of the year. March Madness is upon us starting this Thursday. The bracket was revealed yesterday. And yes, by you can see the hat I have on, I am a huge North Carolina Tar Heels fan. It's going to be a chaotic tournament this year. I believe a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of parity. There's going to be things that we don't expect to happen that will happen. Trust me, it happens every year. And this will be one of the best weekends in sports. Every time it comes around, I get excited. But with that being said, I'm going to first dive into North Carolina's matchup as, yes, they did make the tournament. So we're going to start with them. And that slots them into what I said earlier in the day yesterday, that they would be an 8 or 9 seed, and I was right. They are an 8 seed. The 8-9 matchup is typically always a good matchup between two Power 5 schools for the most part, but this delivers as well. We got North Carolina, the 8 seed, against the number 9 seed, Shaka Smart and company. Marquette is a really good basketball team, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, they have Justin Lewis, Daryl Marcel. They play defense. Shaka came over to Marquette in a shocking fashion to me, leaving Texas, but he took that job. He got them through the Big East. They played really well. The key matchup in this game, I believe, is Armando Bacot, and I've been saying that all year. When he plays well, Carolina plays spectacular. When he gets in foul trouble, it's not good because Hubert Davis lately has not been playing a lot of guys, usually 7 guys. All the starters played the whole entire second half against Duke in Coach K's last game at Cameron Indoor, which Carolina got the win. I'm happy about. But his team has been inconsistent. I want them to continue to come on and play strong. And it's going to be Caleb Love is the X factor. He has to have good shot selection and make his shots. I need to see more aggressiveness from RJ Davis. And then the key matchup, too, is Brady Manick. Who is he going to guard? Marquette likes to spread you out a little bit. They're a lot smaller than North Carolina is. But I believe Carolina will find a way to pull this game out in a close one. The guard play, I think their guards are a lot better with RJ and Caleb. And Hubert, he's got to try to play some more guys, whether that be a Puff Johnson or Dontrez Styles. Kerwin Walton should get in there. He's arguably the best shooter on this team right now, but I have faith in this Carolina team. And it's not looking good after that. They had a potential second-round matchup against a Baylor team. I know they're banged up, but they are a better basketball team than us right now. We've been an average basketball team for the most part for this entire year. But I do believe we will get by and squeak by in this game. So that's what I got for my tire. So let me give you a breakdown of the rest of the tournament. As y'all know, you got the 4 number 1 seeds. We got Gonzaga out of the West, Arizona out of the South, Kansas out of the Midwest, and Baylor out of the East. So you got 2 Big 12 teams and 2 West Coast teams that's been West Coast dominant this year. And Arizona, who arguably to me runs the best offense and looks the most aesthetically pleasing to me, in my opinion. Gonzaga is loaded. They got Chet Holmgren, they got Nembhard, they got Drew Timme, of course. They're trying to go for their first national title. But with that being said, let me jump into some of the interesting games that I have on this bracket that I think are a must-watch for everybody. And then after that, I'll give you my picks for my Elite 8 matchups in the Final Four. But let's hop into some of these games. Thursday's games. Carolina plays Thursday, by the way, too. But I got 2 Thursday games that everybody must watch. One of them is Michigan versus Colorado State. And that comes down to Hunter Dickinson. He is the X factor in this game. Colorado State does not start anybody over 6'8", but they do have a guy by the name of David Roddy. And if you haven't watched David Roddy play yet, you need to watch this man. 6'5", he's tough to keep up with guards. Big man can't guard him. He's just agile, a bigger guy, but he can move it, he can shoot, and he can score. And the Mountain West was a phenomenal conference this year. And if you didn't watch it, those 9 p.m. tip-offs, people, you have to tune in for this game Thursday. I believe it's the first game at 12:15, so that's a must-watch for everybody. The other game, and I feel like this is my favorite game by far, is a 7-10 matchup between 2 mid-major schools, Murray State and San Francisco. Murray State finished the season going into the tournament 30-2, undefeated in their conference. The only other school to do that is South Dakota State. But they're led by KJ Williams, leads them in points, rebounds. This man is good. Also, they got Tevin Brown. KJ Williams was there when Ja was there, so he's a senior. He's been there. He's done it all. This is an experienced team. This is a really good team, as we all know. We've seen Murray State last time they were in tournament with Ja. They got a couple wins. Did well. They got a lot to prove, and I think they're a really good basketball team. And FYI, I'm just going to say this. I think they're going to beat Kentucky in the second round. Call me crazy, but I see it happening. So you do know I have Murray State winning this. But let's talk about the San Francisco team. Todd Golden's done a phenomenal job in this conference, man. They're playing against Gonzaga. They're playing against St. Mary's, Santa Clara. This has been a the WCC has been a good conference this year, phenomenal. And Gonzaga's had a little bit more competition this year, and they're led by their two guards. And if they want to win this game and get the upset, as you want to say, they're led by their guards, Jamari Boye, if I'm saying that correctly, and Khalil Shabazz, a smaller guard out of Seattle. Man can play. They're averaging 16 and 14 apiece. So, like we always say, when you get to the tournament, if you have guard play, you have a chance. And if these two guys go off, San Fran can get this win. But this is a must watch. It's a later tip on Thursday, a little after 9, I believe, Eastern time. So, ladies and gentlemen, tune in that. And then I have a few more games. Now, these games are all on Friday. You got Arkansas 4 seed against a really good Vermont team out of the American East led by Ryan Davis and Ben Shungu. Ryan Davis is a post player, 6'8", 250. If Arkansas is not careful, they will lose this game. They don't have a lot of size. They're led by Jalen Williams. But they have a lot of guards. They got J.D. Note, who led the SEC in scoring. So they get up and down, the must bust, like we like to call it, likes to play hard. But I think Arkansas squeaks by in a tough one, but don't be surprised if Vermont is able to pull this victory out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you, this is a must-watch game. The other game is you got Michigan State is 7 seed against a Davidson team. Now, we all know, I'm from Michigan, but Foster Loyer, former Michigan State player, is back to play against Tom Izzo and company. He leads them in scoring, but he's banged up with an ankle injury. They also got Hung Jung Lee, if I'm saying his name correctly. He's playing pretty good. And they got Luka. Don't kid me on his last name. It's kind of hard to pronounce, but Brajkovic. But they're led by them. These guys are athletic, but they can shoot the ball well. They run offense really well, but I think Michigan State will pull this out. They're a little more athletic. Marcus Bingham has to be a factor in this game. And I don't know the status of Tyson Walker yet, as he's battling an ankle injury. He left that Purdue game, so we'll see. Status is up in the air, but I think Izzo can pull this game out, and we can look forward to a second-round matchup between Duke and Michigan State. The other game I have, Loyola Chicago, the 10 seed, the Sister Jeans against Ohio State. I believe with Lucas Williamson leading these boys, they can pull out a win against Ohio State. Ohio State has the best player on the court, though, in E.J. Liddell, and they also have an X factor in Malachi Branham, a freshman, really good out of LeBron's former high school. But I think the difference is Ohio State's guard play has been so inconsistent all season. They've had some terrible losses. They lost in the regular season to a very bad Nebraska team. Jamari Wheeler is the X factor. Also, Michi Johnson Jr. If these guys can play well, Ohio State can win. But I just think with the experience on Loyola, they'll get the win. I'm going with the Sister Jeans for that one. Also, you got Seton Hall and TCU. A lot of people know this is another 8-9 matchup. Seton Hall is led by Jared Rhoden. Bryce Aiken, I don't think he's going to play. I believe he has an ankle or a foot injury. He had a boot on in the Big East tournament. But you got the three-headed monster of TCU with Mike Miles, Damian Ball, and Emmanuel Miller. Jamie Dixon's going to lead these boys to victory. But like I said, these 8-9 games are always great to watch. So this is a must-watch, especially if you haven't watched TCU play. They're coming out of the Big 12. It's a tough conference, physical, and I think they'll manhandle Seton Hall, but Jared Rhoden will be an NBA player, so that's a name that everybody needs to watch. He can shoot the mid-range jumper just as good as DeMar DeRozan. All right, now we're going to go to my last game. And that is a Friday tilt. One of my most overrated teams, a team I'm not fond of. This is a 6-11 matchup, Texas versus Virginia Tech, a very hot Virginia Tech team. I'm just going to say Chris Beard left Texas Tech. They're still doing well. Texas had a lot of expectations coming into the season, led by Marcus Carr, Timmy Allen. You also got Andrew Jones. They got really good players, but they never play up to their potential, so I call that overrated. Now, you're about to face a Virginia Tech team who's really experienced with Justin Mutz, Keve Aluma, Storm Murphy, Hunter Couture. They just came off winning the ACC championship, playing well, phenomenal. They're going to destroy Texas, in my opinion. So that's something that we're looking forward to. So everybody, these are the must-watch games that you need to tune into. This is going to be a great tournament, man. These are must-watch games, people. All right. Now, real quick, before we finish out this episode, I'm going to give you my Elite 8 matchups. Now, we all know Out of the West, I got Gonzaga playing Texas Tech in the Elite Eight. I got Gonzaga advancing over Texas Tech. There's just too much with Drew Timmy and Chet Holmgren over a tough physical Texas Tech team. Also, out of the East, you got UCLA and Purdue. UCLA's came on strong. Jaime Jaquez is playing well. He's battling those ankle injuries, but I'm trusting Purdue. Jaden Ivey is an NBA player, top 5 pick in my opinion. Hopefully, he comes to the Pistons. But with Travion Williams, Matt Edey, Stefanovic, they got some guys. They just need to put it all together. And Matt Painter needs to get this team over the hump. So, with that being said, I'm taking Purdue. And out of the South, you got Arizona versus Tennessee in the Elite Eight matchup. I'm taking Arizona, who I think is playing the best basketball right now in the country, over a Tennessee team that grinds you out. The problem is they don't have enough points to score with Benedict Mathurin and Creek Curse. I don't know if he's hurt. They got Christian Coloco. They got some size. Arizona has it all. And out of the Midwest, I got Kansas versus Auburn. Kansas easily. They got Ochai Agbaji, Christian Braun, David McCormick over Auburn team who has a top 3 pick in Jabari Smith and Walker Kessler. I just think that experience is going to catch up. And Auburn's guard play has not been the greatest with Green and company. So, with that being said, the Final Four is set. So, you got Gonzaga versus Purdue with the West-East matchup. And then I got Arizona versus Kansas and the South versus Midwest. I got Gonzaga beating Purdue. And then I got Arizona beating Kansas. So the final matchup will be Gonzaga versus Arizona. And I'm sure a lot of people have this. I wanted to pick Arizona, but I think Gonzaga and Mark Few and company are going to come through and win their first national title and finally get over that hump, ladies and gentlemen. I think they have the talent to finally do it. They put in a lot of years of hard work, but don't get me wrong, Arizona is loaded, like I said. They got a couple lottery picks on there as well. Benedict Mathurin is a stud as well. But give me Gonzaga to win the 2022 National Championship. Hey, everybody, stay tuned. Thursday, it's coming. Get ready. We're coming tournament bound, baby. It's your boy, Adrian. Thank you for supporting. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend to follow me. Follow me on Twitter. That's at Keeping the Score. It's your boy, Adrian, and I'm out.